tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up these bands, can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just a stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He gone. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spend the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got pissed somebody.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Come back, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danico Autry able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Scarborough. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Green the line! Green the line!
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Black 22! Black 22!
They run. This is Scarborough. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Richmond! Richmond!
Here's Scarborough on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Tiger!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for him. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And that's caught inside the 35. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there. I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Tiger. Richmond. Reset. Come back. Come back.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to... man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Black 58 rail. 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 Black 58 rail.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Ace.
And again, it's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey. Richmond. 2 jet.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tiger. 2 jet. Tiger.
Watson operating from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And Butker able to put this one an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. This one taken from the 7. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans cut into that lead. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Hey!
On first down, it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again is Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come back, come back.
On fourth down, Watson being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights. And